Hello there, everybody. This is my name is Ditto 268, and welcome to another special video. Now, if you guys might remember something that I did a long time ago, that I made a little thing called subs, views, and shoutouts, which was more so entitled with the fact that I reached like 50 subs, and I did shoutouts to some of the people who who just subscribed to my channel, or who were or who I talked to a bunch, or probably on them, or not all that much, but still though. But anyways, now. I should have probably changed it to 50 so that everyone can understand much. But anyways, now, as for today, my channel has officially reached 200 subscribers. Although I will admit this. Like, the last time I checked my subscriber account, it was at 194, and then all of a sudden, like 2 nights ago, my channel just that subscriber count literally just bumped up from 194 to a 205, but then five of them just dropped. But there was another subscriber after that, so yeah, there's that. But I still appreciate that. But anyways, nonetheless, my channel has officially reached 200 subscribers. And it really is, all thanks to you guys out there. Yeah, I really did not think I was gonna get this much right now. Yeah, especially when things have become so busy in my particular time. With the stuff that I said in my last update video that I just recently posted, with IRL becoming my priority at the moment. But I am still trying to keep my channel intact for you guys, of course. But anyways, now and also in that 50 sub shout out I did, I said that I had around 14,000 views. Well, now my channel, combined with all my videos that I posted, now ever since that day, I now have 83,000 views total. Yeah, that is mostly because I just love to post videos for you guys. Yeah. But anyways, now now to celebrate this wonderful event, I decided to do what I did for my 50 subs. It's just sub special, and then has to give shoutouts to the wonderful people to the people who are still subscribed, or and the people that I met. In between then and now. So now now what I'll be doing first is now I'll be going over to the people who I made a shout out to before. Then I'll do the ones who who subscribed to who subscribed to after the 50. After the 50 special. But everyone, let's get the shoutouts started. Now first up is now first up is Charismatic Crawdaunt, or who is mostly known as Teddy Garmin. Now, for those of you who don't know, yeah, Teddy just recently changed his channel name to like Charismatic Crawdaunt, but I'm just gonna call him Teddy just because that's how I always call him, and I feel like calling him Teddy is way more easier to say than saying charismatic, or I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. But anyways, now, oh yeah, let's just say Teddy Garmin and I still have a relatively decent talks to each other. Yeah. It definitely has been a really long time that I've had conversations with this guy. And ever since that shout out, I've actually been in some chats with him. Some were on Google, or were on was on like a Gmail, Google Plus and all that. Well, and we also did some live streams together. Both of mine, and also on his channel as well. And I gotta say for Teddy, from where he is right now, I gotta say that he's definitely been improving himself. Ever since he took that 2-year long break from doing his TBI, yeah, that definitely was a really long time coming. And even then, now he's still kind of taking a little bit of a break again because, yeah, it really has been I'm gonna say 4 or 5 months free. Yeah, ever since he posted the last episode of his show. But anyways, well, that's also because he's also making human sprites for his current cast of competitors. But anyways, now a Teddy Garmin, or Charismatic Crawdaunt. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for still being there for me. Alright, now next up we have Thanou. Now I'm just gonna come out and say this. Thanou and I, well, even though he's still subbed, I'm pretty sure he is. We don't talk that much to each other. Well, basically not at all. But however, I will say this. It's not like he has forgotten about me, or at least that's what I think. But anyways, but for a couple of years now, he's been doing some drawings, drawings of people who who are in the TPI community, and he's also made some comic fanfics with the TPI community people. So yeah, I gotta say those are pretty cool. And I gotta say this: the pictures that he drew of me, they almost look exactly accurate. And this was way before Dusty made the human sprite of me. Yeah, I don't understand how was he so damn accurate? Accurate of how I look. Although, except for the body, but whatever. Although except for one particular thing that I will not go over, except for the body, but whatever. Now, but anyways, Thanou, if you're watching this, if you are still subscribed, thank you so much. It's so much for all those aftermath questions, way back. But actually, for a long while, I think in between the aftermath episodes of season 2, he kind of just left. Yeah, he kind of just stopped asking questions altogether. But I'm pretty sure he was doing some other things. But anyways, now as I said, I thank you so much for your subscription, Thanou. Alright, now next up we have Speedy Septile. Now, yeah, if you guys remember from the last time that I mentioned Speedy was that we first met like in like a Bagel Cakes camp on a camp and yes, and we were doing well together and we actually did some pretty good decent talks for like a month. But ever since that camp ended, I don't know what the hell this Speedy's up to, or even at least trying to have conversations with him ever since then, or at least I don't even know if he's actually still around or not. Well, although I do know that he's still subbed to me, so although I do know he's still subbed to me, and that's good. And like and also with his and also with his like other account that he also made way back as well. Oh yeah, and also he was also planning to, and also like he was also planning to do a TBI that he basically just dropped altogether. Yeah, well, let's just say that I hope he's doing fine, and and thank you for the subscription, Speedy. Okay, now on to BlueStar, or Purple Mud, as our current channel is called, but I'm still calling him BlueStar just cause that's how I first knew her. Now, ever since we first met in the camp, that Speedy was also in too. Let's just say, me and her, and also this, and also like one other person, and also Teddy Garment as well too. We actually started chatting for like a long while, like on Skype, and then we basically moved on onto Google Plus, and we also did some live chats with each other as well too, and also with another person that and also with some other people that I'll also mention in this video as well. But ever since basically the entire TPI community moved onto a Discord, me and BlueStar don't exactly conversate that much. Well, basically not at all. Although the last time I even decently had a chat with her was when Teddy did that Crawdaunt solo run of of his Heart Gold run on his Heart Gold file. Yeah, but still don't conversate that much. Although I do like to get back to that if she wants to, that is. And oh, and also thank you, BlueStar, for actually being a part of my show for the second episode of my third season, and also that third and also the first episode of the aftermath of that season as well. But anyways, now BlueStar, I really do hope that you still subscribe, because I really do want to go back to those chats, chats with you someday. Yeah, but anyways, now moving on. Alright, now next up is Emerald Star Productions. Now if you guys remember, that I said that I actually gave Teddy Tally a permission to do a review of not only my first season but also my second. But he only did my first episode of my first season. Not that I personally blame him. I mean, I did request him to do it, but I kind of anticipated that he would not review my entire show and all that. I mean, not that I really don't blame anyone for not actually watching my show at all because of my, well, you know, like, because of the obvious. And also because my episodes can be pretty long ones. Even with, like, even without my stuttering. So, yeah. Yeah, like, I don't blame you, Telly, for not wanting to see my show and whatnot. But anyways, but I gotta say, he's been doing it really hard at work, with like what he's doing, like he did the Emerald Chronicles, which he is practically rebooted it all. And then he did of the New Romantics, and then he also did and then he also did a reboot of his first season of AXC, or the NDX Challenge, or the NDX Challenge is what it's called. Yeah. And he also and now that he's openly bi, and he's now got himself a boyfriend, and he's got himself a lot of gay relationships on his shows, like practically all of them. Although what he said in the season 2 introduction video, I want to say there's not going to be much gay stuff happening, but knowing him. But if I know Telly, then he may as well just put it in just because he's such a fan of his writing gay, writing and guy romance. But anyways, now Telly, if you're also subscribed, and also there were some things that I said and I still keep intact with Telly as well because of all those, because of some of the streams that he does, and also some of the things that he says in his Gemcast as well too. And also I said that in his finale of his AXC. Of AXC Enter the Zone. If Lentivar actually won that season, yeah, I would have just lost it. But anyways, overall, Telly, if you're still thank you so much for all the work that you've done so far. Hope you continue to go far, and hopefully that you're still sub to me. Alright, anyways, now on to Loco, or he was mostly known as Survivor of the Island, but everyone just calls him Loco now. Now, I don't know what to say about this, because, yeah, even though that I do know that he's still sub to me, I still know that, but I don't know if he's still around, or anyone's actually ever heard of him, or anyone's actually heard where exactly he is. All I go like hell I never even exactly get to chat with him all that much either. Yeah, me and him don't seem to get into much conversations that much to begin with anyway, but yeah, but anyways, now Loco, if you're still around, yeah, I still like to thank you for all this. Thank you for subscribing and subscribing to my channel, and hopefully I still hope that you're doing fine. Anyways, now on to a Shibeo, or mostly known or Shibeo cakes. Now, ever since the camp that he created, that I was actually a part in, me and him haven't chatted all that much ever since it ended. Yeah, let's just say that I've been doing my own thing, and he's been doing his own thing, and thankfully he did bring back And thankfully he did go back into working like TPIs again, but not the same one that he created. But not the same one that he started. Like basically, once his brand new one started up, it was basically him saying like, nobody not doing this anymore. It's canceled. Yeah. But I will say this, ever since this brand new one started, like, he's been doing pretty damn well with like, what he's currently doing. Yeah, and I gotta say, like, and I gotta say, like, congrats to you, dude. And he's also now a part of his own, like, and he's also doing, and he also, and he now has his own, like, podcast with, like, a 2319 of mine, and another person that I'll like also be mentioning like here too. But anyways, now like now hopefully that you are subscribed to my channel video, because yeah, I would like to thank you for that too. All right, now next up we have EeveelutionDom. Now get this, guys. If you guys don't remember, ever after I made that 50 subs. And I actually gave a shout out to him. He actually did a congratulations video to me. It was just like insane. It's like I never thought he would actually do that. Or anybody for that matter. Or even like anybody for that matter. Because it was still around the time that I didn't exactly have that many subs and such views and all that, but EeveelutionDom still made one. Yeah, and it's actually still up to this day, actually. Yeah, like thank you so much, EeveelutionDom, for actually making that. Yeah, that one actually really, yeah, that video that you made actually, I really did, like, actually really did, like, make my day. And then, and I also like to thank him for actually, being a part of that, TPI, a Human Ice contest that I was doing, like, back when, like, a season 3, or 3 was starting. But since it was going to take a really long time for the people that were doing the contest to actually get them done, yeah, I didn't want to constantly just to bigger them, just to get those done so I could actually get my show progressing. Then I actually decided just to like drop it to actually drop the contest altogether. Although I will say this, EeveelutionDom really did make a really good job, like of those sprites he made. Like of some of my contestants. But anyways, now like thank you so much, EeveelutionDom. Hope you still subscribe to my channel, and now I'm not gonna be surprised again if you actually make another congratulations video about me again. Although, that is, if he actually does, because he hasn't exactly touched on his channel, like, at all, like, ever since he made that congratulations video about me. But anyways, now, like, I hope he's doing just fine. I know he's on the Discord, I know he's on the Discord chat, but haven't exactly spoken to him, like, not that much. Well, like, let's say, like, hope I can actually do that. Hope I can actually do that sometime. Now, anyways, now, like, on to the people who are mostly there for my, like, Aftermath episodes. LPS Queen, LPS Queen, like Lois Salsto, and Marina Meadow. Now I'll say this, I'll say this about all these three. Yeah, ever since my last episode of the Aftermath ended, there hasn't been much that I've actually heard about them ever since then. Although I do remember, like, LBS Queen actually did ask me questions, you know, for my like Q&A special that I did, that I did like for my like anniversary last year. And I really do like, and I really do like, and I really do like, appreciate that, and I hope that you're still subscribed to my channel, and I hope that you're doing well too. As for Louis Sosto, well, not much said about him when it comes to comments, but I do know that he's on Discord, but haven't chatted once. Well, hopefully that we can actually do that someday. And as for Marina, not much is said concerning for her, but hopefully she's doing well, doing well herself. No, but anyways, now like no, but anyways, you free like thank you so much for all the assistance, like of the questions for my like for my like aftermath episodes. I would also thank you, Teddy Garmin as well, and also Thanou as well, and also one other person that will also be mentioned in this video too. Yeah, but anyways, now like anyways, now it's everybody that I mentioned before, and now starting to get on to some people who may or may not that I've met before, that have subscribed to my channel ever since the 50 subs. Whoops. Now for our very first news shout out actually goes to SimplyKattastic. Now for most of you that don't know, she and I actually go way back to where we first met in high school. Now she and I were hanging out a bunch. Mostly talking about animes and all that jazz. But then when we got to grade 12, she actually decided to leave because, well, I guess she just wanted to leave. I honestly can't remember why she exactly left in the first place. But she did give me a parting gift. I remember her. For all the times that we actually went to a school together, and I still have it. And I still have it. And I still have in mind. And I still have it to this day. And ever since then, we have started to not only talk to each other, whenever we can, like in real life, but mostly on Skype too. And then and she's been doing relatively well with her she's a new channel as well. Yeah, she's been doing a lot of those videos, that I can't exactly list on the top of my head. Now before she was SimplyKattastic, she used to call herself Cat Plays, where she would play it was mostly sim videos. It was mostly sim videos. And before that channel, she she had another channel as well, which she doesn't post, which she doesn't post, which she doesn't post much anymore. Post like much anymore. But anyways, anyways, now but then I will say this, ever since I want to say her last birthday, that was back in 2018. Yeah, I want to say 2017 or 18. I haven't exactly been able to get into real life chats of her. I haven't exactly get to be able. I haven't exactly been able to get a chance to actually, like talk to her in real life. Yeah, that is mostly because that I've been, super busy, and all that. But I do like to get back to that someday. Someday. Although we do keep in touch with each other, like now on Discord. Now, ever since that she just didn't respond for whatever reason on Skype, because saying that her Skype account got broken or something like that. Thankfully we can still thankfully we can still chat to each other on Discord. And and I am grateful that she gets to voice that I got her to voice Sylveon on my 4th season. But anyways now SimplyKattastic. I really do like to thank you for thank you for almost always being there with me all throughout high school and and also still be able to chat to me on Skype and Discord as well too. And I really do appreciate that. Also with the lines that you get, and also with your special appearance that you were in my Christmas a party special all the way back in 2016, and also being the voice of Sylveon. Thank you. Alright, now on to Hawaiian Hawlucha. Now along with Teddy and BlueStar, Hawaiian Hawlucha was also a part of the Skype chat that we were in before we moved onto Google Google Plus. Now at first we didn't exactly click, because he was more so one of the more crazy people. Because he was one of the more he was one of the more crazy people in the community. So let's say things didn't go quite so well between us, but at first, but after a while we were able to click, and and I gotta say that we were actually pretty darn good friends. And and I also gotta say for his TBI that he made, well, it was only 4 episodes, mind you, but I gotta say his show even though he was having some doubts for whether he should if he should post it or not, but I gotta say that his show was relatively good. Yeah, hey, I gotta say it really was good. But however, ever since I want to say the last time I chatted with him was back in January 2019. I want to say it was 2019 of last year. He basically disappeared, and I have no idea where the hell he is. Hopefully he's doing okay, of course. and hopefully that he can actually come back to actually finish what he started, and also we can get back, and we can also get back to Shannon again, dude. I mean, come on now. 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 I really did miss. I really did miss like chatting with you, man. And I still appreciate you actually subscribing to me as well. So like, so yeah, like, so yeah, like, thank you for that. All right, now, all right now on to Superstar, or is mostly known as comedy, like Comic Star, I'm pretty sure, on his other account. But what we mostly know from him, he was called Sean. Yeah. Now, for those of you that don't remember anything, or basically don't know at all, well, if you guys remember the little thing, now there was a team thing that was created. There was a was an account that was created on DeviantArt. It was called the like the unorthodox team, and and he wanted me and Teddy and he actually picked me and he actually picked me to be his first and to actually be a part of it, and and so I said yes, 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 and I gotta say, me and him actually did hit it off pretty well, and especially when we had a little chance, on Google Plus as well. The unorthodox account itself basically has been dead for like a couple of years now. Yeah, even I don't post shit on that anymore. But also, Sean himself has practically disappeared as well. Yeah, most of the people that I know for a while, just practically just that I actually knew for a while, like, or a long while, and then they just practically just disappear. Like, Holly's doing fine, of course. Holly's doing fine, of course. And and I hope that we can actually get back to some chats here. And I hope that we can actually get back to some chats soon enough too. So and I do appreciate other subscriptions from your accounts as well. Thanks. Alright, now on to musical Meloetta. Now, ever since we first met on the Gmail slash Google Plus, me and her have been chatting for well, I don't want to say on a constant basis, like me and Teddy do, but we do have some chats for yeah, but we actually do chat but we actually have chatted for a long time too. And I gotta say, I really do consider us as really good friends, in the process. And even though that Teddy, back when she and Teddy used to date, they would just constantly they basically would just get run up in my face. Yeah, I remember that, and there was some good times and some bad times along the way, but yeah, well, although I don't want to say bad because, well, let's just say that even though the musical has been going through a whole lot, especially as of recent, yeah, let's just say even though she deals with a lot of drama and a lot of pain, yeah, I still give her other courage in order for her to to get her back on her feet and whatnot, and and I do try to comfort her, you know, with like what I say and whatnot. Well, that is at least what I think of that. But anyways, now like but anyways now other than that we've been a part of some like live streams here and there. And also, we've been discussing lines to each other. Well, as of recent, that is. Me getting to voice Eevee me getting to voice Eevee on like her show, but also like her voicing like just some of like some of my mic some of like some of characters as well. Up anyways now musical. I really do like to thank you for like not only subscribing but also being a very good friend as well. Alright now, alright everyone, and next up we have Corey Champion. Now, now before he started to do all of those streams for like about almost every single day. Let's just say he did have his own like a TBI series where some of the episodes, and he also did some of the episodes where he actually made the animations for the Pokemon himself. And let's just say they were really weird looking. They really were weird looking, you know, with the animations and all that he did. And I was the part of like and I did get to voice one of the episodes of his other show, this show that I was a part of as well, and also like musical voiced in that show too. But then ever since he dropped his TBI reboot, I'm pretty sure he basically just started to make his own streams. Like he basically started to create all those streams for like almost every day. And I gotta say, for the way that he gets subs for almost every single day, it's mostly because that it's probably because that he either rates them or they rate him and that's how he's able to get up to five 500 subs. And I gotta say, that is really hardcore, like a dedication right there. Yeah, for him to be able to get so many streams out, so many so many streams out, and so many subs within a short time. Although not that short. I mean, it did take him like a while for him to get up to that point. But still, though, I definitely call that a hardcore a dedication, and and he's definitely got some, and also and also everyone I'm also using a Corey segment of the shoutout. I'm also using a Corey shoutout segment this section in order to give shoutouts to to the other people who have also subscribed to him as well. Let's say there's Corey's brother who just recently subscribed, and that's how I and that's how I'll be able to get up to that much. And also with Corey's two other accounts as well too. And also people like Lionty Silverio, I think that's what he's called. Yeah, like Silverio the thing, and some of the people that I can't exactly list on the top of my head at the moment. But anyways, now like thank you thank you so much, Corey, and all of the other people who have subscribed to me. That I have subscribed to him. Yeah, thank you so much for subscribing. Also, like I do consider me and Corey as good friends as well. As long as things keeps things simple enough for me. That is, yeah. But anyways, moving on. Alright, next I'm gonna shout out to his name is Stardust Live 5. What is mostly no what he's mostly called Dusty. Now, I will say this, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dusty, for for creating a human trainer smart of me, because of that human sprite of me. Because if it was for him, then I would exactly have my own trainer. Then I would exactly have my own human sprite today. And although I did exactly request him for him to actually make one, he actually just did it on his own free will. And I really don't know how he was able to get so accurate. It's just like Thanou, it's just like Thanou. It's just with his drawings of me as well. Even though that these two, both Dusty and Thanou, have not seen my face, they were able to get so goddamn accurate with my appearance. Although except my body type, but still though. And also, like, even though that hardly anyone now even though that people can't understand what he's saying, like, half the time, Dusty is still a good friend, though, and he is good at what he does. Especially for those trainer sprites that he always creates for others. And I also like to thank Dusty for like voicing Go-Go on my 4th season. Even though I basically cut him off, just like all the other voice actors for the first 7 episodes, then I actually, brought him back. And Dusty didn't exactly get to voice Go-Go for that long, since Go-Go was basically eliminated like 2 episodes later. But anyways, now but anyways, now like but anyways, now like about but anyways, now like thank you so much, Dusty, for being a good friend and subscribing. Alrighty, now onto Bouncy Zoomerl 55. Now, this guy is a good friend to, like, everybody. Yeah, he hasn't exactly, I don't think he has ever lost a friend, like, at all. Because, well, let's just say, let's just say he's so nice that you can't exactly, you can, because let's just say, like, this guy is so nice, that you can't exactly get mad at this guy, like, at all. Like, he really is a good friend, and he is a good friend to me too. And yeah, like and we also do have our own like chats like here and there as well too. Yeah, and I'm glad that I got to be in the chat like on the text chat during his 100 sub stream and I'm also glad for Bouncy for doing like for all those like for all those like voice roles that he has done on my show, including a Zoomeril, which I basically just dropped because I don't think a Zoomeril on my show would have worked out for the long run, but anyways now. And he would have voiced Pangoro, but since he was eliminated, by the time that I brought the voice actors back, it was really too bad for Bouncy. But I did promise him some like special like voice cameo appearances on my fourth season, like just so I can actually make up for him and not be able to voice the character that he actually like auditioned for. But anyways, now like but anyways, now Bouncy like thank you so much for subscribing and also being a good friend to like not just for me but also for like but also for like everybody in your life. Alright now everyone, like now on to Aikamegu, or what she is mostly known as Mega. Mega, yeah, like which is why the Pokemon itself is a Mega. but anyways now Mega now even though that she has this even now we now even though that she has subscribed to my channel. Oh, which you do appreciate, by the way. We haven't exactly chatted all that much. Although the last time that I even heard her voice, in a in a chat, or even chatted, like a now with just with like a now now I've only just asked you, but also with other people. I was it was when like a Teddy Teddy also did that that Crawdaunt solo run. Yeah. But anyways now like and I know that she's doing well like on the Discord as well. So hopefully that we can actually get back to some chats. Well if we actually do, that is. But anyways, now like but anyways, now like thank you so much, Mega, for first subbing. Alright everyone, now next up we have Greninja RC. Now Greninja here, now when he first started his TBI, he actually recorded it on his camera, and I actually did tell him, like, and when we actually first started to chat with each other on Discord, yeah, I told him to, hopefully change the way that he recorded his show, and thankfully enough, he actually did do so. And even though his show's got some issues here and there, but it still got me, but it still got me enough, like, to watch it. I just still watch it from time to time. And even though that we haven't exactly heard from Greninja, like, on his channel, ever since he made that last update. Yeah, now he did tell me that he's going for some issues with his computer, and hopefully they can actually get it back, like all fixed up and all that, so we can actually continue like what he's doing. But but you can at least say that he is still around because, well, not only does he talk on Discord, but but if you guys might have heard that he also voices some of the characters on my show as well, like say the Thief Greninja on my third season, and now that he voices Frogadier, and also just recently Sliggoo. And just recently, and also just recently Sliggoo. Yeah. But anyways, now, like, thank you so much, good Ninja, for the chats, like, for the chats, and subscribing to me. Alright, everyone, next up we have Roman. Or what his channel is mostly known as Roman's TBI. Although, I don't think it should be called that anymore because last time I heard, Roman basically just dropped his TBI altogether because, or should I say TBIs, because not only does he have his original up, because not only did he have his original show going, but he would, let's just say he was actually working on two TBIs at the same time, two completely two completely different TBIs at the same time, though. Yeah, and he says that he's stressed, from the TBI community. I still don't think that's the reason for him to actually be stressed because of the community, and I know not a lot of people probably don't like him because for the way that he chats, for the way that he talks to others, but you gotta admit, but he is a lot more, but he is a little bit more younger, than the rest of us, yeah, and even though it did take me a while for me to get used to him too, but after I said that, I really don't want to have to deal with us joking around and all that. So, and since I'm a more serious guy, yeah, I said that if he wasn't going to take it seriously with me, then I'm just not going to say anything to you. And thankfully enough, he did. Yeah, and thankfully enough, he did. Eventually enough. Although it did take him a while for him to switch the way that he recorded, to the way he recorded his episodes. Just like Ninja did, back then as well. But let's say Roman did take a little while longer, even after I kept on telling him. Yeah, but anyways, now hopefully that Roman's doing okay, and I'd also like to thank him for doing that little special video that he was saying something about a musical show and also on my show as well too. So yeah, I really do appreciate that, man. Thanks. So and thank you so much for subscribing to me, and also thanks for the couple times that you did the voices for Quilted and Furfro. Well, that is until you decided to just not stop. That's because you decided just to not respond to all of my deadline, to all of my deadline warnings. Oh, and also thank you for over some of the questions that you sent to me, and she not only in my season 3's aftermath, but also in my Q&A that I did last year. Alright, everyone, she announced onto sophisticated Squirtle. Or what he was called at first, the Dark Greninja. Yeah, the guy who just posted episodes, the very first TBI that he made was like, say, like 7 episodes in. Then he canceled it. Then he decided to make another one, which only lasted like only 2 or 3 episodes, I want to say. Then he canceled that to make another one, which only lasted 1 episode. Only one. And then he decided to and then he decided to reboot his first, which didn't exactly like show last that long either. Yeah, let's just say at first, this guy was notorious for canceling TPI after TBI. Say he's got the most track record, track record of canceling TPI seasons before they even finish. Yeah, he's definitely taken the cake. If you guys remember, 2319 on my he actually made he actually made 2 TPIs before he made Abandoned. And thankfully enough, that show has officially made its merge and actually canceled yet. So yeah, thank the Lord for that. Oh, but anyways, now back on topic. Now after he canceled his reboot of his first TBI, that's when he decided to call himself a sophisticated Squirtle, and then he decided to post, let's say, top tens, and that's when he decided to create a TBI, the Cursed Island, I think that's what it's called. Yeah, it's actually been a while since he last posted. Call me out if I happen to almost call the show's name. But anyways, now outside of all that, me and him have been chatting for me and him have been chatting to each other for some time, and even more than there ever needed to be. Yeah, I would never imagine I would ever talk about stuff like that with anybody, anybody on the internet. Yeah, even things that you probably would never think that would ever would actually discuss about. Yeah, that was the thing that happened back then. And even though that it all ended up in a riot, between even though that somehow that ended up in a riot, between some people I'm absolutely not going to mention. At least everything worked out. At least everything has worked out for the best. Yeah, probably for the best. Although me and Squirtle and still talk to each other, that's all good. Thank you, Sophisticated Squirtle, for your subscription. And also you voicing Barkle and Neuvern on my 4th season. Although you didn't exactly get to do your lines on time for the recent episode, but still though, and hopefully you can get your episode 13 lines done by the time that I eventually announce the due date, the deadline for that. Now, anyways, now on to Jordan the Dark Wolf. Now this guy this guy is practically his own person. He's not a part of any communities, but and give it a shout out to this guy because because not only did he like subscribe to me, but also before he got his before he deleted his first channel, because of the whole coppa situation, yeah, yeah, that one went on a major riot, didn't it? Yeah, but anyways, now, yeah, but anyways, now before the whole coppa situation started, he actually made a whole playlist of all my episodes that I created. And I gotta say that I gotta say that I gotta say that that I really was not I was actually really not expecting anybody to actually do that. So I was actually grateful that someone actually did that. And Jordan was just that guy. Yeah. And oh yeah, and since he got his new channel up, hopefully he can actually, I'm actually hoping that I'm actually hoping that he can actually do that again. But it might probably take him a lot more longer than he thinks than I think because well, since there are more episodes on my show, yeah, well, probably not a lot, but still though. Yeah, there are more than 100 episodes on my show for him to actually go back to if he ever wanted to if he ever wanted to make that playlist again. But anyways, now but anyways, now thank you so much, Jordan, for subscribing. Alright, now everybody, now it's on to Frank's money. Now, I gotta say this, even now, me and him didn't start officially chatting, up until the point where I started to become displeased with the fact that his Mawak on his second season would not just leave. It's like, oh, for God's sake. Couldn't he just leave? Couldn't he just leave? Couldn't he just leave? Oh my goddamn! Couldn't he just leave? Kanga alone? Jeez. Although I was displeased with Kanga at first because I didn't know that she was actually a contestant. Consider that she was with her mother and all that. So I was displeased about that first, but ever since her mother left, I was actually rooting for her to win. I was actually rooting for her to actually make it far, very far, and she actually did. Although Mawak, on the other hand, would not just stop. So thankfully enough, that Mawak left. So I was actually thankful that the Mawak left to get up before her. Yeah. Yeah, that was one of the many things that I was actually that was actually one of the many things that I was just displeased about that season. And I was actually I was actually going to be a part of that I actually got to voice in that final 5 episode as well. And then after that he wanted to create a camp which was called a Poke Lab 2020. And even though he did offer it to me, and I did agree to it, but I haven't exactly got myself to be much of a part of it lately. Or probably not at all, because, well, like I said, I've been busy with other stuff, and it's kind of hard to get to keep on track with a lot of things that I do now. But anyways, now but I still appreciate frags from from like for like you know, for like or for like say like first saying like offering me like other position like to co-host like in that camp. But anyways, now like that is all I'm gonna say like thank you so much, Frank's Bunny, for subscribing. Now, anyways, now, next up we have a Super Bats 118, or what he's called on Discord, prideful like a prideful like Pikachu, prideful like Pikachu. Now, me and him, the only times that we've ever chatted was him trying to get his lines done for like a for Agora guys and Denny from my show. Now for those of you who can't exactly hear what Denny and Gorga guys actually hear like most of the time. I really am sorry about that. There's not that much like all I could do about that. It's because Superbest doesn't exactly should raise his voice or even like or raise his like or even like raise his own volume when he's getting his lines done. I don't know that. So there really is not been all that much I could do about that. About that, but I still appreciate him for wanting him to voice in my cast, nonetheless. But anyways, now like thank you so much, Super Bats, for subscribing. Alright, everyone. Next up we have Charmander Gamer. Now, this is probably someone that you may not recognize, like, at all. But here's the thing. While I was working on like my like Explores the Sky LP, he really started to quit. Oh yeah. I think it was in the happy like when I did the like the happy like Outlook dungeon. And that is when we started to chat like a little bit more than expected in the comments. Yeah, and that is when we decided to start chatting on Discord. Although we haven't exactly chatted in a while. I want to say like a couple months. You know, like I know that he's doing well. And like and consider that he started to post stuff again on his channel. And even with the fact that he never exactly evolves his Charmander, you know, like when he plays the Mystery Dungeon games, it's like, okay, like it's like okay, dude, I get that you love Charmanders, but not exactly evolving him. A little bit weird, but okay. But anyways, now like that is all I'm gonna have to say. So like thank you so much, Charmander Gamer, hopefully subscribing. Yeah, yeah, you did subscribe. Yeah, like thanks. Now for these last set of people that I am gonna be talking about next, that are people that I may or may not know who may or may not have subscribed or not. Now, first up we have is Sarcastic Slowking. Now, even though the Sky like has subscribed to my channel, we haven't exactly chatted like once. Yeah, we haven't exactly chatted for like one time. And he's actually quite famous. He's actually quite famous, like in the TPI community. Yeah, especially with the way that he started his second season. Yeah, especially with the way that he started his second season of his show. Although I will say it was a little bit of a slow pace thing because having 2 episodes with no one leaving, yeah, that just really threw me off instantly. because well, I can understand of the first episode with no limbs, but two in a row, that's kind of really throwing me off. Because you're really weren't expecting like a two episode like two episodes in a row with no one leaving. Jeez. But and he's also a part of the podcast that he's with with Bayo and like 231 on Amaya as well. And he's also appeared in like his several episodes of Telly's like a Gemcast. So let's just say he's also famous for having to do a lot of like a lot of like a lot of like a lot of like podcasts, a lot of like podcasts in his life. But anyways, now that is all I really have to say. Thank you so much, Sarcastic Slow King, for subscribing. Alright, everyone. Next we have Nick Lovin. Now, ever since I practically left Skype, I have no idea where the hell he is, or even like how he's been doing, or even not knowing like if he's still around or not. But I do know that he's still subbed to me, and also I can't exactly remember the last time we even chatted on Skype. Yeah, because it really has been a long time since we actually last chatted there. Yeah, like yeah, say like hopefully he's doing okay. But anyways, Nick, if you actually saw this, thank you so much for subscribing. And now it's on to Go Live Score Games. Now, Live Score is only just a recent subscriber, who's subscribed only like more than two. I want to say more than like two months ago. And even though we don't exactly chat all that much, or not at all, I have heard recently that he has actually watched my first season. And I gotta say, it actually takes really good effort if you actually want to actually watch an entire first season, an entire season on my show. Although he hasn't exactly talked about my show at all, but although I do appreciate him actually, although I do appreciate him actually acknowledging my show, his show nonetheless. And he does have his own show too. It's just that we haven't exactly heard from him in a while. But anyways, my score, that's all I gotta say. Thank you so much for subscribing. Now on to our very last one, which his name is the Mountie Presents slash Leafeon Live slash David. Now David here, I'm not entirely sure if he has subscribed to my channel or not, but I will say this. Even though we don't exactly chat with each other on Discord, or even have live chats or anything like that. Although I will say that I was a part of, like, this is some of the like live streams, live streams that he did. And the most notable ones were the ones that he raged about. I'm a Streamus 525, some All-Star pre-episodes. And I gotta say that I really didn't. And I gotta say that. And I gotta say. And I gotta say. Yeah, and I gotta say that, that I really did enjoy those streams. They were just so goddamn hilarious. Yeah, just him hearing all the raging about those pre-episodes, it was just hilarious. But anyways, now, and also, and he's also doing a very good job, like, of what he does as well. Like practically, finishing his TPI altogether, and also and also those reviews and also those reviews and what ifs. But anyway, ways Mounty or David, I don't know if you have subscribed or not, but but I do hope that you can continue I continue making progress on on that it is that you're doing. And with that said and done, that is all. And with that said and done, that is all of the shoutouts for this video. And I would like to say, for every single one of you out there, for helping me get this far. I would like to thank you all. Thank you all so much for all the support, views, and subs. Yeah, yeah, I really do. I really do love you guys. I honestly really do. I mean, if it weren't for you guys, it wouldn't be. This video would not exist. But anyways, now that is all that there is for this video. Now, I hope you guys continue to help me get more of those views and subs. And also, and I also hope I can actually get back to actually chatting with some of you, and also chatting with also with a chatting with new people as well too. Now, now I don't know that. Oh, with never said and done. And once said and done, until the next video, see you guys next time.